There's something I've always learned in this life is your circle, your friends. Just choose them wisely. And I had a friend, or even a mentor I look up to. His name is Abdi, and I went like we've done business together. So I went to him, and he knows my story, something like that. So he's always supportive. I told him my idea, and he said, Amina, why don't you call 10 of your friends and sit them down for some chai and some cupcakes, and we see how we can assist you, because I believe in you, and it's not a matter of me alone, but he thinks that there'll be more Aminas that will come to the community, whereby anyone can dream and anyone can be anything in this life. My name is Amina Khalid Ahmed. I'm a cake designer and the founder of Minat Bakery, which is a cake company that deals with freshly baked products. We also do services like setting dessert tabling events and teaching students the art of baking. So apart from being a baker, I'm also a website programmer, and I have a background in technology. I also do business management as a course, and apparently I am the youngest baker. I started baking when I was 17 years old, and I still remember it was during my brother's closing ceremony, and he wanted a cake to mark their, school closing day. So he wanted a cake, and I've never baked a cake before, but at that time I just told him, go buy some few ingredients and I will just come make the cake. So he did that, and that was my first cake then. And so the next day, all the students in the school were so excited because of my cake. And when I was working in the streets, and people were like, oh, your cake was so nice and we loved it. So I think for me at that time, it was a starting point. And I realized that I was like, I can do something better. It was, it came to me in a point when I was like, I finished my high school. And, instead of just sitting at home, that was the only thing that I wanted to do it for myself and also to support my family. So I started baking, just for the sake of getting money or just for fun. And later, I had to change my passion into profits. And that's how I started like making cakes as a business. And at that time, I was not Minat Bakery. I started with raccoon cakes. I know it sounds funny, but I started as raccoon cakes. And then I went to Mini Bakery. So when I was doing my business registration and the legal formalities, and I wanted to register my business, but then it didn't go successful because there was a company which has been existing over the years, and the company's name was Mini Bakeries. So I had to change my other name, and I introduced Amina Artsy Bakery. Success doesn't happen in one day. I've went through several, I'll say, challenges. So I had to go from Amina Artsy Bakery to, the name was still not there. Then I finally just sat down and thought of a new name, which is Minat Bakery. So that's how Minat Bakery was formed. And so far I have made, I don't know, like countless cakes. It can go up to 2,000, even 3,000 cakes. So yeah, that's how I started being, the CEO, the founder, the cake designer, and I was just nurturing my business. So with time, when COVID hit all of us, actually, I was not making any cake sales, and I tried to come up with new ideas because I had responsibilities and I was supposed to pay. I just started, thinking of how my business is supposed to sustain itself. And I introduced Minat Cake Zone Academy, which is a school. At that time, I was still working, or I was still in my mother's small kitchen. So yeah, I started with 5 students at that time, and pole, I'm just sitting the students. So the small kitchen became small, and I got a lot of feedbacks, and more people wanted to study because it was during COVID. So people were just bored in like they had nothing to do at that time, and the baking classes was a plus point for them and a plus point for me. So yeah, last year I managed to teach around 60 students, both male and female. And the oldest student I've taught was Auntie Leila. She's a mother of 10. So it's something I usually tell my students, it's not about cakes, but it's about the impact that you're bringing to the society. It's the impact that someone, you are helping that person find a way of making money in a good way. So yeah, that was last year. And then I kept on, I wanted to do big things. I wanted to support the youth and also, try and manage my business as a sole proprietor, or, manage it as a business, not like making cakes and that's all. And I had to, so at that time, I got more students and I was like, okay, Amina, now you are a home baker and people are asking for your products. There's demand for, students wants to come and join the classes. But then the small kitchen, so just think of, so I just had to like sit down and try and see how how I can scale up my business. And then, I've been going to several programs, like Hazina, where I met soft skills, and then, they just give you the potential of how you're going to excel your business, or how you're going to, so many things about soft skills I can't even say about it. But then they give you a platform whereby you think yourself as a business person and how you're going to scale your business in the next coming years. So for me, I had to grab that opportunity, and I was like, I'm not going to be a home baker anymore. Let me just be the CEO that people think I am. And I had an idea of opening a cake school. So a young person like me, I don't know if I've said my age, but I'm just 22 years old. A young person like me, I wanted to have my own cake school. And then, so we were living in the place that we are staying, there is a balcony at the rooftop. And my mother said, like, why don't you organize something? You just make a roof up there and it will be like a big space for your student. So yeah, we tried and we tried to talk to the landlord, but then he said no, we couldn't do that because that was not our house. Then my mother came up with an idea, and she said, why don't you ask your father down there, because my father had a land. It was just a garden, parking slot, and you see if he's going to agree with it. So yeah, I went to my father and I was like, yeah, Dad, you know what? I want to do this and this and this. So please support me in this. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. You're my daughter, and yeah, the land is the same as yours. So you just take the land and do something out of it. So yeah, at that time I had the land, but I had nothing. Like I didn't have the money to build. And I sat down and I was like, okay, where am I going next? I have the land. I have the vision, I have the idea, I have so much in my mind, but what am I putting into action? What is the plan? What is the first step I'm supposed to do? So yeah, there's something I've always learned in this life is your circle, your friends. Just choose them wisely. And I had a friend, or even a mentor I look up to. His name is Abdi, and we've done business together. So I went to him, and he knows my story, something like that. So he's always supportive. I told him my idea, and he said, Amina, why don't you call 10 of your friends and sit them down for some chai and some cupcakes, and we see how we can assist you, because I believe in you, and it's not a matter of me alone, but he thinks that there'll be more Aminas that will come to the community, whereby anyone can dream and anyone can be anything in this life. So he said, I am supporting you because of I don't know how to say this, but because of the impact that I'm bringing to the society, whether it's a male or it's a female, it's just the impact that I'm bringing to the community. So yeah, I called 10 of my friends, and my good friends actually. And there were people from the community who were doing amazing jobs. Like they also do youth empowerment, and yeah, they were ready to help me. So at that time, we managed to collect around 120,000. So each person say, I'm going to to donate this amount of money. I'm going to donate this amount of money. Yes, it made a huge, huge difference to my life. And I really thank those people each and every day because they were there when I was struggling actually. I'm still struggling, but they were there when I was, I was coming out from my comfort zone. I was coming out from being a home baker to, having the cake school. So at that time, I was so excited. I was like, yes, finally, I'm building my own space. But little did I know that that money I collected on that day, it finished in the next like 2 days and everything was just done. Building and just digging the foundation and, cement, blah, 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 like those things. And, after 2 or 3 days, the money was over. And I was like, okay, I thought this was, a happy moment for me. Finally, I have made it in life. But I was getting back to square one and I had to look more funds. So I couldn't be able to go back to the people again and ask for donation. And I was like, no, I need to do something else. So I had to go back to my mother's small kitchen, look for more students. So each students that were, they were registering themselves to my classes, I was using that money to invest in my building. And, something else that I have learned is as long as you have the consistency in this life, as long as you have the vision, nothing seems small for you. Because at that time, I was like, I'm not going to build this place. I don't know how long it will take me. But I started early March 1st, like this year actually, March 2021. And by June, I was done. Yeah, I was literally done. And it was such a milestone for me, building something from scratch. My mother supported me, my family supported me, my brother also supported me. So alhamdulillah, I can't just thank God enough because I had the vision and I believed in myself. And there's something I usually listen to. Look, I'm a big fan of Steve Harvey. He's my all-time mentor because he says, this is what he says. He says, your gift is something you do best with the least amount of effort. And my gift in this life is baking. And it's not a matter, it's not always about baking, but it's my gift. Because I'm a self-taught baker and, I learned through my mistake, but my gift has taken me to many places. I've met great people. I've met the governor of Mombasa. I've networked and by just making cakes. So don't ever ignore your gift. A gift can be anything. It can be, writing, painting, photography, anything. But then just think about it, invest your time, work hard, have goals, like do something every day to make you do something every day that makes you closer to your goals. So that's just a brief history or even a brief story about me. And when I was done with the building, I did a launch and, the community also supported me. And by that time, when I was done with my building, I had another 60 students. They came and enrolled to my baking school. So, I usually do a graduation after every year. And so this year's graduation was quite different because I'm a dreamer and I wanted to break the World Guinness record and also inspire the community that it doesn't matter where you come from, whether you are from Mombasa, whether you are from a Swahili community. I know how we Swahili community are I know how Swahili communities are being judged or even whatsoever. But I wanted to inspire people that whether you are doing something unique or you're doing something that God has blessed you with, it can take you somewhere. So I managed to break World Guinness record by frosting 80 cupcakes in 1 minute, and 74 cupcakes were perfectly done. So that was also a goal I wanted to achieve in this life because I have a vision board and I write all my goals I want to achieve in this life, whether I want to make 30 cakes, whether I want to buy a car, whether I want to buy, anything. It's just written on my vision, and it's a very powerful vision board because every successful person I know on this earth has a vision board. And it works actually. If you do that in faith and you have all the hard work, it really, really makes a huge difference in your life. Because I've always dreamt of breaking World Guinness record, and then yes, I did it. Like 74 cupcakes in 1 minute is not a joke. I've also wanted to meet a famous cake artist in Turkey. She's Tuba Geçkil, and I'm planning to do a masterclass from her, inshallah, next year. So it's something that has always kept me on progress, and it's something that really measures my success actually. Though most people think I'm successful, but I'm just there. I'm getting there, inshallah. And yeah, the challenges I have encountered in my business is not everyone will support you apparently. And also I have been to a lot of cake competitions, and when I am there competing and people are like, you are just 21 years old, you're 20, so they think I am young and I can't do more. So it's also a challenge for me, and with time they just had to accept the fact that age doesn't matter. Actually, it doesn't matter. And the awards I have accomplished in my life are like, okay, I'll mention some of them. I have been to several pitching competitions which have made me the first runners up. And an organization like YEPI, I was first runners up where I was pitching my business idea. And also Hazin, I've also been part of it. And then I've also been featured in the Daily Nation newspaper as the youngest baker to have a business at the age of 17 years old. And I've also been selected on Forbes Africa 30 under 30 as a finalist. It's not yet confirmed, but as a finalist, whether I win, I'm still 22. Next year, I'll also apply for it, and I'll definitely get there, inshallah. And also, just previously, I was awarded as 100 most influential Kenyan Muslims under the sector of business. I've been to the business for like 6 years now, and it's fun doing business, but at the same time, we have a lot of challenges that are always there. And my vision, or what I would like to do in the next 5 years or even 10 years, I'd like to do franchise, because I believe in this world when you help others, also God helps you. So I'd like to do franchise, like as most people prefer KFC over Chicken Inn, and also some other people might prefer Minat Bakery or even Minat Bakery over other bakeries. So I'd like to do franchise, and also mix technology with my gift, because we live in a technology world and everything is just technology. So I want to implement this technology into the cake business and support other bakers as well. So what brings contentment in what I do? Actually, I usually get a lot of feedback like, yes, everyone makes cakes, but why you? For me, it's the happiness, it's the joy, it's the passion it's the passion I bring to people when I'm making a nice cake. And it can either be a celebration or connecting people in birthdays, anniversary, or even a wedding. For me, I think that what keeps me going. Knowing that I can make people happy, and I can connect people, and also like celebrate with them as well. I am addressing all the young people, whether you are young in business or in anything. Um, don't stop pursuing your dream just because you think it's hard. There is nothing easy in this world. A lot of successful people have gone through challenges. And for you, if you have that mindset that you want to do better for this world, you want to become successful, you want to help people, just do it, because just believe in yourself. That's all I can say. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and do the hard work. Nothing comes for free. It's been, I usually read books, and Steve Harvey has really, really, really played a huge part in my life, because this is one thing I have learned from him, and I would like to share it with you guys. He says anyone can be successful in this world if you mix your gift with technology. And like Ali have said about what a gift is and how technology, you can just mix those two. And also the multiples of 10. If you are selling a service or even a product, just make sure you're charging, let's say, 1,000 shillings. Do the hard work, sell to, let's say, 10 people. And if you are done selling it to 10 people, expand yourself. Just go and go out there and sell it to other 10 people, and just increase the price. So as you keep on doing the multiples of 10, and at the end of the day, that's how you're going to be a millionaire. You know, all these billionaires on earth started with just a simple skill. They started with just a small dream, and to who they are today, it's just because of their hard work and vision. And don't forget that God is God.